All right. So in that case, we're on to gaming, where there's pretty much one bit of news, and it's what basically everyone's talking about in the gaming sphere at the moment. The fact Hasbro just laid off 1,100 some odd people, and turns out quite a few of them actually were from Wizards of the Coast. So
Whoops.
the big name being Mike Merles, but several of the other creative types got the axe. And I know before I continue, I just want to throw out there that Uh, I think, generally speaking, this whole move was just incredibly shitty on Hasbro's part. Um, because I'm sure that most of the people that got laid off have nothing to do with the problems that led to them thinking they need to lay these people off. Those people are all in the C suite and are all still just fine and could have done things like maybe taken a pay cut or any number of other things to have people not get fired. Now, on the flip side, I do want to throw out that while this news is breaking right now, most of these people are being told they're going to be laid off in 6 months. It's not that they're being fired right before Christmas. They're being told they're going to be fired right before Christmas, but they aren't going to be actually unemployed 2 weeks before Christmas for a number of them, as I understand it. So, as much as I despise this kind of move by Hasbro, it wasn't like ultra cold hearted and like 2 weeks before Christmas when everyone else has a hiring freeze. See you in hell. Show them the door. It's not quite that bad, but it's still bad. So, but yeah, so they've eliminated a lot of people. The guy at the top of the company, I believe his bonus was like several $1 million more this year than it was last year. And like I said, could have easily just been like, no, how about we don't do that? And let's not fire these people, like the president of Nintendo did when the Wii U didn't succeed. He took a pay cut so they wouldn't have to fire anybody. You know, that's loyalty. Now, what caused it? I read a few things, but it seems like the big thing is during COVID, sales increased dramatically in a lot of their areas. So they hired under the assumption that it was just going to continue forever, which it obviously was not and has not. And so because of that, they had to let a lot of people go. So yeah, that's a big part of it. But also, like kids just aren't buying toys at the same rate. They switched to trying to capture the adult toy market and borrow a joke from someone else. No, not those adult toys. Uh, but so the kid market's shrinking. But that also ties into the other problem of like a lot of their lines are based on Disney products, and Disney has produced absolute crap for the last 2 years. So you know,
What? You're telling me Wish isn't a great movie?
yeah, I haven't seen any Wish toys just flying off the shelves. In fact, I haven't seen very many Wish toys. So
I've seen quite a few at Walmart,
Yeah, they had a
and they were all like still fully stocked.
where were they?
the
Like I
one.
literally haven't seen them.
Well, they had a
They had there was like a display.
I think there's like one Lego set, right?
There,
Two.
there's a I saw there's a couple in like some of the main toy aisles. There had like one display in one of the
Or
large
just
aisles.
Jasper.
yeah.
That's probably. So, yeah, you got that. You've got, well, like with Ahsoka, they said they were going to see how the show did before they made any actual real toys for it. There's the Black Series figures, but those are just because they're part of Star Wars. That's the whole reason. It's not because purely based on the fact that it's a TV show. There's two Lego sets for Ahsoka. There's a handful of actual toys, but not very many. Not nearly the level of commitment that you see for other Star Wars projects,
Like the Mandalorian.
like the Mandalorian. And
Oh yes, the Grogu toys.
well, I mean, strike while the iron's hot.
A money printer. It just prints money.
Yep, money printer go burr. But yeah, so that's you've got these all these problems hitting all at once, and because it's an American privately held company, they you know there's no long term thinking whatsoever. It's all entirely what can we do next quarter? What can we do next quarter?
Yeah, living on life support, trying to figure out things, and
Yeah, and then it doesn't help that people figured out that if we just don't buy these, They're going to wind up at Ollie's and Ross for like a third of the price in no time. Speaking of which, I found all kinds of toys at Ross the other day.
Thank you for watching. This has been a Geek Ball video, Echoes of a Whisper. This has been a clip from one of our podcasts. The link to the actual podcast this is from is in the description of the video if you want to see the entire thing, which we obviously encourage you to do. But otherwise, if you enjoyed what you saw, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Subscriptions and all the rest is definitely appreciated. Comments, as always. But just in general, thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. And check out the other videos we have here on the channel. See you later.